Okay, hello, welcome back. I don't know why you're here. God knows I have no idea why I'm here. Beyond the fact that a long time ago to be but a very responsible and I'm paying for the rest of my life, as we all know. So, let's cut to it. I actually got some things here, some revamps actually, for our favorite bunny, our favorite bunny princess, and all as I like to call her, and of course, our favorite Origami. I'm sorry, I really have not had enough coffee to be alive right now, but what can you do? Also, I may be getting sick, but every day of my life, I'm pretty sure that's happening. So, let's hit down the line here. Where is it? Okay, where the heck do I have your existence? Okay, here we go. Alright, so this of course is, this one here, Crimson. She's been featured before in my videos. She did undergo a little bit of changing. And of course I have a sister here for her in the form of Azure. We also have the three regular Yamausagi, who, to be honest, I may have just given the names to from goddesses that have evolved rabbits. So, you know, I read mythology. I've been interested in it since I was like in a grade schooler, as we all go through that. So let's start with Crimson over here, okay? Let's get going. I'm wasting time. Okay, so as she's been mentioned before, this particular one, she is a grade 5. She's not quite grade 6 yet, but she is... Excuse me one moment, please. We're back. Sorry about that. My dog demands attention, and he was honestly about to start scream barking at the screen. So, had to let him come in and join us. Didn't I, Mr. Lab? Okay, so, where was I? Crimson, right. So, she's grade 5. She is fully skilled up. And I'll be 100% honest, most of what I focused on with her was trying to bolster her effect hit a little bit and her speed, because I just wanted her to be able to do her... I wanted to bolster the chances of her being able to silence her opponents and everything. So, speed out the wazoo seemed like a good idea. And hence the bit of effect hit. So, as I said, she underwent some changes. Now, of course, to bolster those chances further, she is also fitted out with Soul Taker, mostly because of this beautiful little thing down here of granting a 20% chance of gaining an extra turn. I will point this out right now. That will work whether you're using a normal skill or an orb skill. That will trigger. And if you got enough orbs, you can use both. Why do I say this? Because I've actually tested this theory both with my regular Orochi, who does use a Soul Taker build, and I've basically been able to spam him getting double attacks on orb skills before. On multiple occasions, and because I've seen it affect the normal skills and everything with Shooten, my SSR Shooten, who uses Soul Taker. He's referred to as Beast Mode. I'll probably see it, so eventually I'll probably do some kind of video featuring him and the other again. But yeah, moving forward. So, where was I here? So again, we have these attack souls, attack boosting, this beautiful speed and attack booster, double help and a speed. Like I said, I wanted her to be fast, because I wanted to maximize my chances of silencing opponents. And of course, I actually replaced some old souls she had with Bell Haunt for the effect hit boosting, because these actually, once they got built up, provided more additional effects in bolstering a little bit more HP and a little bit more defense. So, you know, we don't want our paper girl being fragile, or at least a little less fragile than she is. And honestly, I kind of really love her Evo skin. It's like super pretty. Hello. So now we circle down the line here. We skip some things. Here we go. Here's Azure. Now, Azure is fresh. Grade 4. Unevolved. Kinda skilled. Not skilled up, but kinda. And, of course, not as focused on speed, but definitely got a little boosting of crit and everything here. Her ability was mostly focused towards trying to her doing crit damage and, of course, using her effect. So we have Hahakagami here. I had this beautiful crit damage booster, and honestly, I just wanted to see you. If you boost her crit really high, will it have any effect on things? So far, I mean, I've been kind of impressed. Though I could switch that out for something else at some point. It just depends. After all, I tend to get some good ideas from some people, and I've actually recently gotten one that on a last video I made that I really want to try out, because some of the other suggestions this person gave me was really good. So yeah, so Azure here uses the Hahakagami build, mostly because I like trying to experiment with this and see where this goes, because this can actually be pretty useful. Now, of course, she's not meant to be DPS, she's just literally here to have a little fun and wreak a little havoc. Mostly with her silencing. That's their point. Now, we move on, of course, to our bunny girls. And we'll start here with Eoster. I'm going to say this, I may know the mythologies, but I don't know how to pronounce most of these names, so forgive me. But this first one here, as you can see, grade 6. She is fully skilled up, and let me tell you, yes, the bunny dance actually confused the frick out of me. And of course, she has a little effect with morphing, so, you know, give her a little sprinkle of effect hit. Now, what's the focus for her? Her focus is her own speed, because she is there to make El Yoshiki go fast. So, but she's also doing some double duty, aside from this beautiful speed booster here with a double helping, in that she's also going to be helping with morphing, bringing down the speed, this beautiful crit damage booster, because when she can't hit someone where it hurts, why not make it hurt a lot? And of course, to give her a little bit of extra attack so she can really slap somebody with that fan she's breaking out, we have, of course, Kyokotsu, and this beautiful HP booster, because her focus is making sure you're going fast and being able to morph opponents, so, you know, a little more important than everything else. And of course, because of Fortune Cat, she is also bringing some extra duty of trying to help get orbs. So, yes, all the yes. She's doing a lot of work. Baby, our sweet little bunny girl is putting in a lot of work, yes. So then we go down the line here to Holda, but again, I'm mispronouncing probably, who was more an experiment for funsies, involving mostly focusing on a defensive build and effect hit, but also going the route of seeing what all you can use Holy Flame for. To be honest, I don't use Holy Flame very often, because I can't really find too many things, the Shiki, that... There's some Shiki I want to use it on, and other things just work better. At the very least, I thought I'd give it a shot on her and see, you know, what comes about. So far, I actually don't mind this. But like I said, this is mostly focused towards a defensive build. Not the highest on the HP, but what little she is, if she can actually do this healing thing with the Holy Flame, is here to do. Oh boy, I really have not had enough coffee to be alive yet. Now, not much crit damage, sprinkle a crit. Her speed really hasn't bolstered. She's basically, she'll boost everybody, but she's also here to keep herself alive and on the field and provide more morphing. And of course, she's a generous helping of effect resistance because what do? We don't like our Shiki getting stupid. Love doing it, don't like dealing with it. Overall, you know, for fully skilled up grade 5, this is actually fairly workable. Do I advise it regularly? No. But if you just want to do it for shits and giggles, fully flame, try it out, you know, experiment, play around, see what happens. That's part of the fun of this. Despite what some people say of how we should only adhere to meta, there's a lot more fun in just experimenting and seeing what you can come up with. Over here, of course, we have Freya. Again, I'm mispronouncing, but this uses a build I see so many times come up in Azure Basin. And this is a Shiki that Azure Basin works very nicely for, because not only is she bringing orbs, it will also bolster her effect hits, and she is able to, in fact, morph. Now, she doesn't have her bunny dance in her unevolved form, let's be honest here. She doesn't get that until she evolves. So mostly what she's going to be doing when she's unevolved like this is you're going to want to make sure you're focused on the effect hit for now, because she's not able to speed you up, but she is able to help with a little crowd control. But again, just like with the first one, she is bringing orbs, but at the very least helping boost them on the first turn. Of course, she has all the speed she needs, because again, after bringing the orbs, her focus becomes a crowd control with ring toss ability. So defense, effect hit, HP, speed, and of course we have Senesio, and I'm mispronouncing that, which had these beautiful hat boosters for everything I wanted, and of course this glorious effect hit booster with a nice double helping. So she has 85% effect hit, a little bit of crit damage, no extra crit, lots of speed, a good helping of defense and extra HP, little attack, and some effect resistance. Now, will all this probably get better after she evolves? Yes. Will it get better the higher up in the graded she goes? Also yes. We've seen the examples. Is it also pretty good to start with when you're first starting out before you evolve her? Also yeah. As you can see though, she's actually ready for evolution because I've gotten her like fully, these two mainly skilled up, so I will be evolving her after this video and get working on that, building her the rest of the way up. In the meantime though, we're just going to run with this. Now, if you've gotten this far in the video, thank you immensely. And we're just going to hit the level 40 Hahakagami zone, the level 40 Kappa zone, aren't we, Mr. Lab? And just let the girls work. And of course, we're going to have Seimei back there in the background, just looking pretty and being himself. So, let's have our fun, shall we? Hit it. Let's put you back into normal mode, Seimei. But, well, that was very loud. Okay, so I have people who've come home finally. Alright, let's keep going. There we go. I have to admit, it's very adorable to watch Yamausagi when she just hits them with the fan in her Be Nice thing. There we go. See, that effect hit is very useful. And basically, this is actually very well helping with me not having an actual orb bringer, because bringing a battery to this mix, because the two Yamausagi with Azure Basin and Fortune Cat are helping to provide orbage, which is good. I think that might be why I like Fortune Cat a little bit better. Like, Azure Basin is really good for like first turn getting orbs and getting started, but you can also get the long-term boosting of it with Fortune Cat, so kind of comes a 50-50. And if you got both in your field, I mean, hey, that works. Now, let's see. Of course, Azure and Freya are kind of showing their fragility right now, in that they have less of a focus on HP and defense, so they are kind of on the fragile side, especially compared to the others. Of course, Crimson's putting in her work. I love how our little fortune cat Yama is putting in the most work, though. Overall, though, this isn't bad. I mean, they held it to the end and nobody died, so hey, that's a plus. So we're gonna hit the level 40 Kappa zone, and I'll see y'all in a hot minute, okay? One sec. Okay, so we are back. We're in the Kappa zone with 2 Kamimai, 2 Yamausagi, 1 Seme in the background, and some cannon fodder. So let's have some fun. Go for it. Now, you might wonder why occasionally you see Seme is not prepared for this and that he's in like his normal mode. That's because I've actually been running the major Orochi zone you get after beating 10, you know, boss mode. And admittedly, I've actually been mostly going after it by myself and just occasionally having turned his ability on. I have to admit, the team I've developed so far did pretty well, getting all the way to beating almost 9. So that's actually the furthest I've gotten. So I'm pretty impressed myself. Of course, at the last of that was, of course, my little Kusa flower. In fact, if anyone wants to see me actually run the big Orochi zone, you know, boss mode by myself with the 2 teams and let them just go to town, let me know. I will be happy to make a video of that. I'll say this, Kusa is definitely the one who seems to last the longest in that, which is wild as hell. But then again, she is like a little beast and we love her. There we go. I mean, honestly, you also have to look at some of my other experimental things with the Orochi zones, Sogenbi, and all of the Evo Kirin zones. My little Kusa flower has whooped ass. I should probably take her through some more at some point. Be fun. Alright, but on that note, I'm gonna head off from here. If you want to do the holy trifecta of YouTube down below with a like, comment, subscribe, that would be awesome sauce. Even though we know that this is all a trash fire. And, you know, I'll see you next time. Hopefully. Have a good day.